Hello, this video will cover the FrameFinder new session features that are specific to time trial bikes. You'll notice that I have already selected and uploaded a time trial fit to this session. You can see the saddle contour, arm pad contour, extension contour, and handlebar center. Let's go ahead and select a bicycle. Let's look at what some of the shivs are like from Specialized. We'll go ahead and select a medium shiv. Let's zoom in on the front end where the configuration is the most pertinent. It is important to note that not only is there a black contour that you have measured, but there's also the addition of this new colored contour specific to the bike. This is your individual configuration that you can customize for this bike. Let's go ahead and look at how we can control this. Let's open up the front end configurator. You'll notice that several of these features from road bikes are still available. Headset spacers, handlebar rotation, and additionally, this stem is a variable angle stem, so you can adjust the angle of the stem as you could in real life by changing out the shims. You can also flip this stem. Let's go down to the aero bar controls, which are specific to this bike. You'll notice that there are extension and arm pad controls. The circles here represent the movements both in forward and aft and in vertical for the appropriate part, the arm pad or the extension. For instance, this extension is too far out. We need to insert it further. Additionally, our arm pad is too far back. We need to move it further forward. If we like the level that this control is at, then we can accept it. If we would like to potentially move it, we could then decide to add or change the stem in order to create the same effect. Additionally, the top view will allow us to see how we are lined up with this bike laterally. As you can see, we probably need to zoom or to move our arm pads laterally out just a little bit. So if I go to my arm pads, you'll notice that there are lateral controls on the bottom of this. I can select this out control in order to line up this arm pad more with this dot. I can also move it in. We'll go ahead and go back to the side view. For this bike, we can also rotate not only the handlebar, but just the extensions and arm pads. That's where this control comes in. Just to exaggerate to show the point, obviously these don't line up when I do this, but that would be how you could control that. If you didn't like the shape of the extension and you wanted to try to match that to the specific bike, you can come into Customize Parts and change out the extension from the ski tip that was selected to a race bend from Zip, for example. Going back to our front end configurator, let's change that rotation angle and try and match up just a little bit more. And now we're at a point where I would consider this bike to be dead on matched to the fit that was given to us. If we're happy with this, we can go ahead and be done. If we'd like to look at other bikes, we could select other sizes and customize them and view what kinds of differences those bikes would offer. If we're finished, we can simply select Generate a Report. It will show us that the blue bike, which is the active bike, is the one that this report will be generated for, and we can say OK. Once the report has been generated, we can go back over to the Files tab and find that specific report in order to view what all work we had done, and print this out and give it to the customer, or they have access to log in and view this themselves. This concludes the FrameFinder new session time trial specific instructional video. Thank you.